Jill here with Serious Talis Moon, and I want to talk about euthanasia in the context of ritual abuse. So, when it comes to suicide, it basically means that um, people are programmed to want to unalive themselves when they begin to remember what happened to them. So, requests for suicide, particularly on cause of like mental health, um, bitches, and sometimes the person can be, it's not about the person is not mentally healthy, it's because they're still going through ritual abuse, they're still targeted, and this violates their contract with life. The trauma there is that the person is not allowed to die, and this is where suicide or euthanasia can actually allow a person to live because they were not allowed to die, and that is something that um, begins to tend to the wound of being targeted and tortured, and every time somebody talks about it and being um, blamed or disbelieved or discounted, um, because these things happen in hospitals, in the places that people go to. For example, if people go to curation from violence in childhood, then this is where they are targeted. Um, Even when people go to, let's say, the astrological community, um, and unfortunately are targeted even there, and people want them to die so that the truth will not come out about maybe connections with something like Scientology, where people basically traffic and rape, and they say that the rape is the fantasy of the raped person, where in fact they're attacking the infants, and they're doing personality codes so that the infant is not even them in their own body, and they only give help to people that blame themselves for the rape, or that um, basically revert to being raped as power, because this is where the trafficking was, and the trafficking was in order to assassinate people, and then only the people that say that they received some sort of confidence by being raped is basically only them are supported in those circles. Um, and we know that the application for euthanasia were on basis of, it was on basis of mental health, but it's not because of mental health, it's because these people are still attacked. um, and we are also supposed to lie to the people when we try to apply for assisted death, um, so that it will allow us to die. So now this situation calls people to think not to ideate suicide but to ideate mass death, because there's wanting for all these type of practices to no longer exist in the world. And The minute a person comes out of self-harm, they basically expect them, um, if they don't rape children, then they expect them um, to be raped or well to die. But usually, if people try to unalive themselves, they end up in the rapist's hands again. The only refuge is maybe to um, work on development of mass death weapon. But even then, we opt. I know that there are technologies that the mass death would be without suffering, but even that will usually not allowed. And so people want the truth. And with this lady, she had accessibility to euthanasia, but then because she had the ability to die, then it began to curate. And I was talking about it since I was pretty much a teenager. I'm 41. I'm going to be 42 this May. Do I want to die? No. Is it because of mental health? No. It's because rape should not exist in the world. But if we're not allowed even to die, then at least euthanasia, if there is a solution that I cannot see, and the other alternative is that I would want mass death, then that's the only thing that I see right now. And I think that people need to know this because it's already not stemming from being programmed, because it is because these attacks need to stop. And because of these things, they happen where people go to. If people go to hospital, they are tortured at hospital so that they will not turn to help. And the people that torture, they always are so nice and outspoken to convince everybody around that the problem is the raped person. Um, I guess people are waiting for that in concentration camps so that they will be raped in the labor camps. They will know that sex work is not work, that it's trafficking and that it's rape, and nobody wants that. This is the line of thinking of what person goes through when they go through these things. And for the death cults that are basically rape cults are doing rape for to siphon energy and to hoard wealth, because people cannot work, they cannot be housed, they cannot live. And if you think that our leaders are not in same situation, they are in same situation. They just stop believing, so they do mass castration vaccines, military operations that kill everybody, but they're not even allowed to have weapon that is immediate death. Okay, nice.